Recall the last time you felt stressed, genuinely stressed, the kind that tightens your chest and shortens your sentences. I want you to hold that moment in your mind for just a second. Now I'm going to say something that sounds unconventional and to most inconceivable, but stay with me. The stress was not in the situation. The stress was added to the story you told about the situation, which means stress is a choice. I know, you want me to shut up or you're ready to just stop watching the video. But wait, I'm Leonardo Ramil. Welcome back. This is week 6 of our runway to the book, You're Perfectly Whole, You Just Forgot, which comes out August 25th. Today we're sitting inside day 5 of the book, a chapter called Neutralize Your Circumstances. And we're going to do the unpopular work of looking honestly at what stress actually is. By the end of the video, we'll practice pre together, the way we do every Tuesday, using the exact mantra from day 5 in the book. If this is new to you, stick with me. If you've been here since May, you already know the drill. Today's teaching, the neutral circumstance. A Course in Miracles has a lesson that, when I first encountered it, shook me and opened my eyes. The lesson is this: my body is a wholly neutral thing. And what the Course is pointing out, and what the book is as well, is that your body is not the only neutral event. Your bank account is neutral. The email in your inbox is neutral. The traffic in front of you is neutral. The thing your mother said at Thanksgiving is neutral. The diagnosis is neutral. Now, I can feel some of you getting a little irritated. I get it. I'm not saying nothing is real or nothing matters or that hard things aren't hard. I'm not a spiritual bypass teacher recommending that you sidestep or evade challenging situations. That is not what this is. What I am saying is that every event in your life truly arrives without a feeling attached. The feeling is not in the event. The feeling is a habit you learned somewhere in your past, and you have attached it to whatever story serves you, whether or not you realize it. Stress is not really happening. Stress is a decision the mind is making, and because so much of our reactions and thoughts are on autopilot, it happens really fast, below our awareness, taking the neutral circumstances of what is and threatening our wholeness. But here's the cool thing. Your wholeness cannot actually be threatened. Not by the email, not by the diagnosis, not by the person who disappointed you. It can be forgotten, temporarily, but it cannot be lost, ever. A few years ago on my birthday, I got into it with one of my sisters. You know, the kind of argument that you have 100 times with family members, but this time it's just with a different outfit. Well, it escalated really fast. And in the heat of a moment, I told my sister that she was no longer invited to my birthday dinner that night, 2 hours before the dinner. And she caught me completely off guard by retorting, "No, you don't go. I'm going whether or not you like it." Then she hung up on me. So there I was, sitting in my car on my birthday, genuinely trying to figure out whether to move my own dinner to a different restaurant to just get away from her. Luckily, I called my friend Christy to commiserate, to get what we all really want in that moment, which is someone to tell us how right we are. Instead, Christy said this: "I don't understand. What's the problem?" I said, "Didn't you hear me? It's my birthday." And she said, "This is the same story you and your sisters always tell, just a different day and year." And then she asked the only question that mattered. "Honey, what do you want? What do you want? Not who's right, not what your sister did. What do you actually want?" Those words had me stop my racing mind and look at what I had built, what I conjured up in my head for the 1,000th time, that my sister said a few words, and she had the power to ruin not just the day, but my birthday, the restaurant logistics, everything. I had taken a neutral moment and constructed an entire afternoon of suffering. The circumstance was neutral. It always is. And the second Chrissy's question landed, what do you want?" I could feel the whole structure I'd built come down. Not because my sister changed, she didn't, but because I remembered I was the one choosing the story, which meant I was also the one who could set it all down. So what do we do when we actually catch ourselves renting out our peace to a circumstance? We practice. That's all. We practice remembering, and we do it not in a crisis, but right now, on this Tuesday, when nothing's on fire, because that is how the practice becomes available to us when we really need it. So, if you would, let's do our pre-meditation. The mantra for day 5 is stop reacting to what is not there. Know who you are. So get centered. If it's safe, close your eyes. Take one deep breath in. Feel the stomach, the lungs, the back of the neck, all the way up to the top of the skull. Hold it for a moment and slowly let go. Now, pause. Set down the story. Whatever circumstance is most stress-shaped in your life right now, don't fight it. Just set the story about it on the floor. You can pick it up in a few minutes. Right now, set it all down. In your stillness, another deep breath in. Slowly exhale. Next, remember. Stop reacting to what is not there. Know who you are. One more time. Stop reacting to what is not there. Know who you are. You are not your circumstance. You are not the story about your circumstance. You are the one noticing both. Let the neutrality of the circumstance sink in. The peace in what just is. Now, experience. Experience your wholeness coming back online. Not because the circumstance changed, but because you remembered. Experience what has always been. Be peace. Be peace. Be love. Be whole. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slowly open your eyes. Welcome back to Infinite Possibilities. Day 5 is one of 12 chapters in the book, and each one gives you a teaching, a story, and a pre-meditation sequence you can live with for a day, a week, the rest of your life. If this video gave you one breath you didn't have before, the book will give you a lot more of them. Share this video with someone who may need to hear it, and press the like button if you can. Your Perfectly Whole You Just Forgot comes out August 25th. Pre-order is open and you can grab it at perfectlywholebook.com, which was supposed to launch last week but has been a little delayed. In the meantime, you can find the book on amazon.com. As always, the Substack is where the conversation continues between Tuesdays. The link is below. And don't forget to follow on Instagram. Lastly, in the comments this week, tell me in one sentence what circumstance in your life right now feels the furthest from neutral. You don't have to solve it, just name it. There's real power in naming. See you next Tuesday, and until then, remember, you're perfectly whole. You just forgot.